Bitmine announced a $200 million equity investment into Beast Industries, the company behind YouTube superstar Mr. Beast, Jimmy Donaldson. According to the PR and multiple press reports, the deal was expected to close on or about January 19, 2026, and is presented by Bitmine Management as a strategic link between a massive creator audience and Bitmine's ambitions around tokenization, DeFi, and an Ethereum-centric treasury strategy. That's the nucleus of the news. Why is this surprising? Because Bitmine's raison d'etre, for now, is owning and staking ETH. They've publicly said their long-term goal is to hold roughly 5% of Ethereum supply. So a big allocation of capital into a consumer content/financial platform looks, at first glance, a little sideways versus buy more ETH and stake it. But management frames the move as distribution plus on-ramp to tokenized services. You give Mr. Beast the capital and his audience becomes a potential funnel for tokenized products and DeFi financial services built on ETH rails. Tom Lee publicly explained this logic on CNBC and in Bitmine's chairman's message. Tom Lee's pitch: distribution meets treasury. Tom Lee, Bitmine's chair, public face, basically says, Bitmine owns a gigantic Ethereum treasury, tokenization and DeFi are still in their early innings. Mr. Beast is a distribution juggernaut among Gen Z/Alpha, combined distribution with tokenized financial products, student loans, microcredit, loyalty tokens, NFTs that mean something, and you have a compounder. He and the company position Beast Industries as more than just a media play, as a distribution bridge to millions who might adopt tokenized financial services built on or around Ethereum. Business outlets quoted Lee saying this is not mere marketing, it's strategic. Right before the AGM, Bitmine asked shareholders to amend its charter to raise authorized shares from 500 million up to 50 billion. That's not, we will issue 50B tomorrow. It's an authorization ceiling, but it drastically expands the company's future capacity to issue stock, do ATMs, convertibles, warrants, or perform massive splits. Management argued this is to give strategic flexibility, allow future stock splits if needed. They point to the correlation of Bmnr price with ETH price, and enable opportunistic capital raises or acquisitions. But critics see a big red flag. This is the corporate equivalent of giving the company an enormous blank check to dilute shareholders down the road. The SEC filing and the chairman's message made this plain. The vote deadline was in mid-January with the AGM on January 15th. By the way, if you are getting value from this video so far and want more like this, please like the video, it means much to us, and hit the subscribe button, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. Why some investors cheered, the bullish narrative. Distribution is underpriced. The bullish case says, owning the largest ETH treasury is only half the game, distribution wins. Mr. Beast's audience, hundreds of millions of views per month, is attention gold. If you can onboard even a tiny percent into tokenized products or loyalty ecosystems, that scales enormous customer lifetime values quickly. Several outlets and quotes from Tom Lee suggest a 10x upside if Beast can successfully tokenize commerce or financial services. Optionality, certainty. For a company that wants to anchor its balance sheet in a volatile crypto asset, having at-hand real-world assets or distribution partners could be a hedge or diversification path. If ETH rallies, the treasury alone is a rocket. If ETH stalls, a stake in a platform with consumer monetization could salvage or amplify returns. Strategic marketing may not be the right word. Bitmine says it's not buying ad impressions, it's buying native pathways into DeFi and tokenization. If Beast builds a compliant, well-partnered fintech runway, banking charter attempts, partnerships with regulated partners, this could have real economics beyond clicks. Business Insider and CoinDesk coverage noted that Beast has been preparing for financial services and that Mr. Beast's firm had revenue lines and investor interest. Why others screamed, yellow flag, or red, depending on your temperament. Timing. Announcing, and moving money toward, a $200 million deal right around an AGM where you're asking for power to massively increase authorized shares reads poorly to many. It raises governance and optics questions. Are the shares being authorized to fund these off-balance sheet bets? Is the board using momentum to lock in a move before voters fully digest the implications? Several investor forums and articles flagged this timing as eyebrow-raising. Dilution history. Bitmine dramatically increased shares outstanding in the prior year to fund its pivot. Multiple analyses show aggressive dilution already occurred, from small floats to hundreds of millions of shares outstanding, which makes shareholders sensitive to further expansions of authorized shares. Seeking Alpha and other outlets tracked this. Strategy drift. Some investors bought Bmnr for pure crypto treasury exposure, ETH stake and staking yields. A pivot to consumer fintech and entertainment looks like scope creep. It's not necessarily bad, but it is different risk. Transparency on terms, valuation, and governance rights in the Beast investment matters. PRs have a standard boilerplate. Investor nerves want more detail. The math. How big is 5% of Ethereum, and what does it mean? Bitmine publicly targets owning 5% of Ethereum. Depending on circulating supply and ETH price, that's a gargantuan target. Reports and coverage noted the company at times held for 4.1 million ETH, a very large corporate position, and that management sees staking and yield as a near-term revenue engine, hundreds of millions in staking income projected. If you believe ETH captures new financial rails, a 5% stake is the equivalent of owning a portfolio slice of a foundational financial infrastructure. But it's also concentrated and exposed to regulatory or market shocks to ETH. Seeking Alpha, M1, and other coverage quantify these holdings and the ambition. Okay, what does the Beast investment actually buy Bitmine? Short answer: optionality. The PR and Beast CEO statements say the cash provides additional capital to achieve our goal to become the most impactful entertainment brand in the world, and to explore ways to incorporate DeFi into an upcoming financial services platform. That's purposely vague, but here's the pragmatic slice. Immediate association with a massive influencer, PR leverage, potential cross-promotions for token launches or product funnels. Think brand drops, NFTs, microloans to fans. Medium-term equity exposure to a company with proven consumer revenue lines. Beast has reported substantial revenues from merch, media, and product drops. If coupled with financial services partnerships, the revenue mix could change materially. Business Insider reported Beast's revenue levels and investor interest. Long-term, the dream scenario is a tokenized platform where user engagement gets monetized via token issuance, staking, or utility tokens that sit on Ethereum, and Bitmine, with its ETH treasury and expertise, positions itself as both asset backer and infrastructure partner. Note this as well. Daniel 7 verses 25-27 tells us, "And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it unto the end. And the kingdom and dominion, and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven, shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him." Want more information about the books of prophecy? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: "I stayed until the end." Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe, and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage us to continue bringing to you more insightful videos. Do not miss out on our future videos. All I am asking is your subscription. Thank you for joining me today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's love.